Welcome back. We'll continue with Nigeria 2015, monitoring the elections, continuing coverage of the elections. Well, we're going over now to our studios in Abuja, where Emmanuel Ojukwu joins us. He's the Force Public Relations Officer to bring us up to speed concerning what is happening concerning security. I mean, yes, the police are supposed to provide our first line security line. Thank you for joining us this evening, Mr. Ojukwu. So what can you tell us about your report on security? Because, yes, you're supposed to provide a first-line situation when it comes to the Nigerian police force. What's the latest now?
Yes, so far so good. All is well. We've monitored the security situation across the nation, save for minor incidents in some parts of the country. The election has gone on smoothly, and by the time the results are collated now, Nigerians will smile better.
Well, one of the incidents that happened is in Rivers State, where there are reports that at least someone was killed. Have you heard about that, and have your men responded to it?
Yes, the police command is already dealing with the issue in Rivers, where, as you rightly said, somebody was killed. And we're on top of it, and the election is ongoing in that state, actually.
Are there states that the command considers to be flashpoints, and what are those states?
Well, there are many states and areas of Nigeria that we consider flashpoints. It will not be proper for me to identify them right now, but what we did was to make sure that those items that may mark the elections were identified and isolated and removed, and in many cases they were brought to a minimal level. That's why you could find that all over the federation the election went on. In some areas they concluded voting, notwithstanding the hiccups.
Okay, Mr. Ojukwu, we understand there was an incident, or a would-be incident was averted in Enugu. Can you please talk to us about that incident?
Yes, what we understand, what we got was that a vehicle-borne explosive device was detonated by the police, by the security agencies, somewhere near, Gui. I guess the intention of the person was to cause mayhem, but because the security was tight and Nigerians didn't want to be distracted or to be removed from exercising their franchise, timely information got to the police, the thing was detonated. Nobody was hurt. No life was lost, to the glory of God.
Besides the minor incident, okay, you talked about the minor incident, the incident in Rivers and in Enugu, the bomb that was discovered by the security agencies. But still staying in Rivers State, is that the only incident? Because they have reports of some people being beaten up and gunshots around the state.
Well, you realize that in the build-up to elections, there were many issues arising from Rivers State. And all the police and the other law enforcement agents have been doing was to manage them and make sure they didn't get out of hand, and that today will come to be a reality. That has played itself out. Elections held in many places, despite those disturbances.
What about the reported arrests of some persons? I mean, there are some civil society groups who are commenting on that.
Well, the law of Nigeria is clear. Anybody who commits an offense will be arrested by the police and may be prosecuted after doing investigation. There's nothing stopping the police from taking prompt and appropriate action to stop an event, an offense from occurring, and then to stop somebody who is an offender from continuing the offense. That's the part of the mandate you have given to the police, and that's what we've executed.
Well, yeah.
Okay, staying with the issue of arrests, some people were invited by the police, for instance, in Kaduna and some other parts of the country, just a few hours to the elections. What's the update?
I don't have my fingers on the particular case you are mentioning, but there's no time limit to police invitation to anybody who is about to commit an offense or who has committed an offense, except the thing is statute bad.
What about the curfew? I mean, we just heard from the Lagos State Police Command. Is there a uniform time? Because there are some places where the commission, that's INEC, says voting may have to continue tomorrow.
Well, there was no curfew anywhere. All we did was to restrict movements of vehicles, not persons, of vehicles from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. nationally. But then again, policing is environment determined. Every police commissioner knows how to police his environment. Should there be need for further extension of that restriction, the commissioner of police is duty-bound and is legally authorized so to do.
Okay, so at the moment now, your man, has there been any latest incident in terms of an arrest so far about these elections across the country?
So I want you to be hearing you again.
Can you hear me now? Has there been any fresh arrests today? Oh dear.
I've lost you or you have lost me? Which other?
Okay, I think we lost each other. Can you hear me? Okay, I think we'll have to take a quick one and correct that and sort that out.
It's a break.
Okay, Emmanuel Ojukwu is a force public relations officer. But post stream is coming up next.
Not hearing him, and he's not hearing.